Tattooed guns in the building. Hey, they wanna know what that AK stands for? I say it's freedom, homie. I do whatever the fuck I want. My whole squad stay Sucio, and that Sucio, I mean dirty. 3 o'clock, I'm intoxicated, I'm switching lanes, I mean swerving. I put my number on Instagram and hoes get at me like I'm thirsty. They gave the homies 25 to life and I'm talking about this shit's dirty. So dirty, so fucking dirty. That Sucio's clique, they know it's dirty. So fucking dirty, so fucking dirty, yeah we dirty. My clique is dirty, I do my enemies dirty. So fucking dirty, we fucking dirty. Yeah. Don't know how to act when I bump Chalino. I drink Bucanas with my clique, I'm talking gangsta stilo. When I need that work and I need them pistols, then I call my primos. My soldier halo, busted missions, took them trips to Reno. Hell yeah, that's me, hell yeah, that's me. Me, G, the king, make them all panic when I pull out the heat. If a motherfucker foul, don't let them speak. Put them on a t-shirt, R.I.P. When I hug your girl, I smell like weed. When your girl goes home, she smells like me. Hell yeah, G, the king. Tell your baby mama, go ahead, she need to unfollow me. Wanna come chill with the bottles be. Me and 2 girls, that's possibly. That's two. Sucio Smart, I wrote it, homie, the Constitution. Fuck the DA who got the capo prosecuted. My whole squad stay Sucio, and that Sucio, I mean dirty. 3 o'clock, I'm intoxicated, I'm switching lanes, I mean swerving. I put my number on Instagram and hoes get at me like I'm thirsty. They gave the homies 25 to life and I'm talking about this shit's dirty. So dirty, so fucking dirty. That Sucio's clique, they know it's dirty. So fucking dirty, so fucking dirty, yeah we dirty. My clique is dirty, I do my enemies dirty. So fucking dirty, we fucking dirty. This whole clique's getting tatted up and I represent it to the maximum. We started off with a bag of drugs, now we're pretty women, that's bad as fuck. Back then we didn't have shit, now we doing our thing. I came up and brought the
Operator of the Volo Barbecue, located 4701 Banana Drive, Motown, Texas, Molina neighborhood.
Welcome to the Volo Podcast, home of the black sheep and the outcast. Welcome to the Volo Podcast, no cap, true stories, what you know about that? Welcome to the Volo Podcast, home of the black sheep and the outcast. Welcome to the Volo Podcast, no cap, true stories, what you know about that?
All right, man. Welcome back to the Volo. I'm your host, El Vago. We got Gabe Herrera, fucking Trey, Vago boy, the lonely Vago boy today. Checo didn't make it. And today we got Brian, Mr. Playboy.
That's right.
Crooked Christie.
How you doing?
Shit, man. Where you from, bro?
From the west side, baby.
The west side.
Yeah. Straight out of Molina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where the restaurant's at.
West Point, Molina, let's say even however you want to categorize it, but you know.
Yeah. You have a big family?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Motown.
It's most of it's Molina.
Yeah. Everybody still lives in Molina?
Yeah, for the most part. Those that have moved away, half of my family lives in Houston, and then the rest still live around Corpus, stuff like that. Yeah.
So how was Molina bad? Everybody would say it was real bad. I'm not from here, so I don't know, but everybody would say like back in the day, Molina was real bad.
It really just depends on who you talk to. I mean, if you talk to people like my uncles and stuff like that have been there from the jump, I mean, they used to talk about how like it was very bad there. I know growing up at a certain point, like a lot of people from the west side wouldn't go to the north side, and a lot of people from the north side wouldn't come to the west side. And then it was kind of like, in that era of all the street gangs and stuff like that. And then I know Molina was like very bad when it came to drugs. I mean, back then when people actually stood on the corners of the street selling drugs.
It still is, man. Shit, somebody got raided. When was it? Like 2 weeks ago?
But it ain't like the way it used to before. Before, I mean, there was dudes.
We just seen this lady get her ass whooped the other day too.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
And the crazy thing about Molina, and we make this joke all the time, but I used to tell people all the time, if you don't have no business in Molina,
don't go.
Stay the fuck out of there, because it's like, don't go in there trying to start shit with people. Don't trap, because 9 out of 10, everybody's watching out for each other.
Yeah.
So you don't know whose house you may go to, and there's like 5 neighbors always watching for each other there. But that's why I always tell people, like, don't go in there starting shit with anybody. Don't, anything like that, because it will flip on you quick.
Yeah.
So especially for those that are still like OG to the game, that
Yeah.
view the rules like that.
Yeah,
I
I'm
guess.
actually kind of sad we're leaving, man. I ain't
Mhm.
gonna lie. You know what I mean? We had some good times there. 3
Yeah.
years is August, so we've been there since the Trade Center. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I miss the Trade Center too. I just don't miss the way the fucking owners are over there, man. I know you're dealing with that
He
shit
went
right
straight
now.
into the-
Hey.
Fuck
He
'em.
went straight into that. Thank you all for watching. All right, thank you all for watching.
Well, you know me, man.
Yeah.
He's like, I can't say nothing. They're gonna kick me out.
I'm only here because the check cleared. So I just wanted y'all to know. I know y'all had Ella Langley gonna be here,
Oh,
but- and then Alex said he was saying in the chat. That's why I'm only here.
Well,
Okay,
maybe that's
we'll,
just cooking. Maybe that's just cooking.
we'll get into that later. We'll talk about your childhood first, man. How was your childhood, man?
It was good, man. I can't complain. I grew up in a household. Both of my parents grinded. My dad's retired from CCISD. My mom's retired from the retail business. Actually retired from Dillard's.
Yeah.
I grew up with 3 older brothers, so it was 4 of us. So the only woman that was in the house was my mom. I don't know anything about growing up with sisters or any of that political stuff when it comes to that. But my childhood was good. I mean, I grew up with nothing but music oriented people around me, so that's why music comes to me so natural. Like, my older brothers did heavy metal music. My first and second brother, and then my third brother was more into business and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And then my cousin JR, he's the mariachi of the family, and now him, his wife, and his 5 kids, plus the other members that they incorporated, are like one of the biggest mariachi bands in Corpus.
Yeah.
But I have a hell of a good time. I mean, I've never, I can't think back and say like, oh, this happened or that happened or whatever. It was all good. I mean, but like in any family, I mean, there's good times and bad times.
Oh,
Whatever.
yeah.
But for the most part, it was all good. I mean, I come from a supportive family. Obviously, like, my pops always showed us that, if you're gonna do something, just go out there and do it.
Yeah,
Don't waste people's
sure.
time or anything like that. And he also, I mean, he's instilled in me a lot that where you can make something out of nothing. You just have to go do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why I try to, myself, I always try to incorporate that into where it's like, I just try to figure it out. I don't try to sit
Yeah.
there and dwell about it or anything like
It's
that.
the power manifestation, dude. A lot of people
Mhm.
think it's stupid or it's made up or it's bullshit, bro.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
do it,
of
man.
course,
Like
yeah.
you gotta have the wills to do it. You know what I mean?
But I think that's honestly, I think that's what's wrong with a lot of people locally as well, is that they have this notion in their head that they can't do it because of whatever amount of money they think they need.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that I feel that a lot of people that what they talk about on social media, they can actually do it. If they can't do it by themselves, they can at least try to get with people that
Yeah.
can kind of come together and do it. But I think, as of right now, from what I see on the outside looking in, so many people want to be within competition with each other,
Yeah.
instead of just kind of coming together and seeing like, hey, how can we figure this out? Whatever it is, even if it's a group of friends.
Yeah.
Because what happens is you get 4 or 5 people together, and then things start working, and then you have that one individual that feels like they're owed more, or this and that or whatever, and the pieces start to break apart, and everybody loses focus for what the main reason was why
Yep.
things got put together or whatever. So I think what it is, it's just, like you said, you got to have the balls just to do it, man, because
Yeah.
if you don't, eventually somebody else is gonna do it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then you're gonna shoot yourself on the foot, like, damn, why I do it in the first place.
So great, Gabe, my brother.
What up? What up, Pablo?
Man, it's just like this restaurant that I'm opening up, man. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't know how the fuck I'm doing it, man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I wasn't fully funded, equipped for this. I just knew that my lease was coming up, and
Yeah.
like I had to fucking make it happen. and
Well, I
fucking
remember
going.
the other day when we were talking about it, and you told me like, you're like, I just started it. I didn't even have no idea when I went to the trade center.
Yeah, when I started business, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, fool. You know what I mean? I didn't even know my food was that good. Like I was like, man, I'll make some burgers. Fuck it, you know.
Together, it was like, oh, I'm over a restaurant.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I know. Boy, you should have seen my wife's face when
Yeah.
I told her. I'm like, man, and I was like, man, I'm gonna tell her. She gonna be pissed. I'm like, hey, babe. She's like, what? I said, you're gonna be mad. She's like, what? I said, I'm opening up a restaurant. The trade. She's like, what the fuck? She's like, you ain't even worked in a restaurant before. Like, fuck it, I'll figure it out.
Fuck it.
I mean, I think at the end of the day, man, I think that's what I mean. The whole world is about figuring it out.
Yeah.
I think at this right where we stand, we're all figuring it out. I mean, look at the stuff that when it comes to like city politics, I feel like all those people are trying to figure it out day by day. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
I don't think nobody knows what the fuck they're doing to begin
I
with.
don't
man.
think so either.
gotta have
I
the
really
Best
don't.
way to do it. That's the best way to do it. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
I mean, I think
Figure
a
it
lot
out.
of times you just gotta freestyle.
Yeah.
I mean, because anybody knows if you try to plan something, 9 out of 10, those plans get changed.
I don't ever plan
years ago.
nothing, bro.
And yeah,
don't
and
plan
it's like
shit.
for what's going on, you know, with me and you. I mean, because a lot of people don't know things are happening kind of at the same time, and we're in the same platform type of deal. It's like, you know, when we had that conversation the other day at the shop, it's like stuff for me is happening because it's just happening.
Yeah.
Like I didn't really sit there. Yeah, I mean, you think about like, okay, hopefully I get to this point, to that point, but nobody really just sits there and tries to do it like day by day like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you can have 10 days planned, but I can guarantee those 10 days are not going to go,
Nah.
you know, the way you think it is. So
I remember you telling me you were like, I don't know how to run a business, fool. I was
I
like,
don't know how to. I
hell
still don't
yeah.
know how to run a business, bro.
I
I
mean,
was like,
You know what I
hell
mean?
yeah.
you put your money into something, you roll the dice, and you hope that people like it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think with y'all guys, and like I've said this on other people's platform, is that you guys all come together as a team.
Yeah.
It's not like it's just like you yourself and then everybody else is just kind of like in the back. Like, I mean, think about it. Like me going into the new place and looking at everything, everybody's on that mural. You know, everybody's featured, everybody's
Yeah.
there, like everybody has a place. Like, and that's the thing. You go back to certain stuff and then, you know, you see how things work and you see that it's just one person.
Yeah.
And everybody forgets that there's like, they may be 10, 20 other people behind there, but nobody ever gets that shine because I think people are just sometimes scared to just say like, hey, I'm doing it with this person or I'm doing it with that person or whatever. And they just want this.
Yeah, I got my own little circle of people. Like I said, I had the same people around me for years, man. You know what I mean? Checo, Trey, and
Yeah.
you know my sons, whatever, and you know my wife, my daughter-in-law, and
Yeah.
you know we're all there working together and stuff. You know what I mean? My wife helps us too. You know what I mean? It's a family thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I don't want to just bring just strangers in
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
it's a lot of shit, bro. And to trust people around my family too.
And the other
Can't be just
thing-
anybody.
I mean, like doing social media work for other people and stuff, and you get to see the insides of other businesses, like from where I've seen it. What happens is that a lot of these like businesses, especially local compared to like a corporation type of business, the people that get hired with a lot of this stuff, people don't understand that some people just show up to just get a check.
Yeah.
They're just there to get paid. They don't care whether, let's just say, you know, they don't care whether El Vago makes $1,000 today.
Mhm.
They don't care if it makes $200 tomorrow. Like they're just there to make sure that when this Friday comes up, you have their
Yeah.
check, right? So what happens is that if a business fails and the person's like, hey, I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it next month, guess what? Everybody else starts looking for a job.
Yeah.
They don't ever ask you like, hey, how can we help or how can we make things better or anything like
Not
that.
not my guys, man.
Yeah.
There's been times, bro, where
Yeah.
we're low. I'm like, hey, bro, like this is all I can pay you right now. I'll pay you
Yeah.
tomorrow. Like, you know, everybody sees that Vago sells out, they're doing good
Mhm.
and blah blah blah. But hey, dude, when it comes to the bills, you got to pay this and pay
Yeah.
that, and like, hey, bro, this city here in Corpus, bro, is the one thing I think is sad how they run the city, man.
Yeah.
They suck you dry on your money,
Oh,
bro.
of course.
You know what I mean? They
yeah.
suck you dry, bro.
But that's but that's the thing that a lot of people again they don't see that, and I think that's why like platforms like this where you have that type
Yeah.
of conversations, people couldn't start to understand like I until I did like the social media stuff for like a restaurant, that's when I understood how expensive food costs really
Oh
is.
man, yeah.
And I remember telling you that, like, and when you're talking about like how a box of avocados costs $100 plus,
Mhm.
and some of them might be bad, but you still got to try to figure out how to use every bit of it to make
Yeah.
your money worth it. And then you're talking about everything else. I applaud anybody that goes into the food business because that right there, you're putting thousands of
Yeah,
of
bro.
dollars into a pot to make sure that it bubbles and you're able to make, you know, a life out
Shit.
of it. you
When
know?
I started, man, it was $17 to $18 a box of 50 pounds of potatoes.
yeah,
Dude, they're $30 now, man.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
$30 man. And it pisses me off when I have to pay that shit because I'm like, God damn, man, you know, fuck, man. You know. And then when brisket goes up, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? I'm like, son of a bitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, here we go. You know. And
Yeah.
yeah, man. And you know what I mean? And I get
So
people.
okay, so see that part I don't understand. So does like it go up and down day by day?
No,
or-
not day by day.
Okay.
Like for 3 or 4 months it'll be at one price,
Okay.
and then overnight you just go over there and you get the brisket, and like you see a little ass brisket for like way more. I'm like, what the fuck? When you look at the price per pound, like a la verga, like it jumped up 50 cents overnight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But every day we go to the fucking grocery and something else is fucking.
Yeah, every day, man.
So-
Everything
so
goes
on
up.
that, so on that part, for most that don't understand, like, do you cater your prices around that?
Sometimes like I try to write it out a little bit
Yeah.
because then people complain or we'll lose customers. Sometimes people get mad like
Yeah,
that, damn, $20 for this. Like, but hey, bro, like you're getting a fat ass fucking plate. You know what I mean? It's,
Yeah.
we don't skimp out on this shit. You know?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
I'm not
Like,
tasty.
yeah, I was literally about to say that because the times that I've gone there, like even the other day when we were talking and you were just like, man, try this, whatever. And the first thing
Yeah.
I told him was like, bro, like I don't want a lot of it because I had just
Yeah,
ate
yeah,
like, earlier that morning when I got there.
Yeah.
And he goes, no, it's like it's a small portion.
It's a
Then he
brisket
brought
grilled
it to me,
cheese,
bro.
no.
It was like that.
He's like, no.
I was like, oh shit. I mean, I finished it, but I was like, God damn.
I bet
But-
you want to sleep afterwards.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. But the thing is, it's like that is one thing about you. Like y'all don't skimp on the plate.
Yeah, we
like,
don't, man.
And then thing too, it's for a place like yours, you know, everything. I mean, for what, and I hate to jump around, but I saw how quick y'all guys got busy within that 1 hour. I
Oh
sat
yeah,
there.
man.
And like it was only what 3 of y'all? Was it 3 of y'all,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so and then I told you I was like, bro, y'all are like super quick.
Because
to
the thing
cater
is just like when
everybody.
we detail cars, when I have my guys, the same guys working for me,
Mhm.
for us to be successful and fast to get the food out, because I tell them, hey man, people are coming for lunch. They only got like 30 minutes to eat and get back. You know, we got to hurp and pump this shit out. If not, they're not gonna want to come anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
So we learn to work off. We learn how to like pick up after like when he's doing something. He got to go drop fries. I know I jump on the grill.
Yeah.
You know, I drop the burgers there. Checo knows to start putting
Yeah,
them
it's just
together.
like
You know, what I
passing
mean?
the
Yeah,
baton.
like they know how to pick up after what we had to stop to do something else. So
Yeah.
that's what makes it, you know, pump out faster.
And y'all are all on point.
Yeah.
Steady,
Yeah,
all
that's what I'm
on
saying. Like
point.
it's funny because y'all never lose track. Like nothing ever falls off to where it seems like, oh, they had an off day today.
Yeah.
Like it don't ever seem like that.
Well,
it's just like
You seen how we
know.
work, right? You see how we get everything. Everything's made fresh.
Yeah,
everything
yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
And to have some motherfucker go in there and start trashing us from the bullshit lies, you know what I mean? That's what fucking makes me mad. That's like, motherfucker, I know what the fuck we put out, fool.
For
Fuck
real.
you, you know?
Well, I don't
For
know how to
real.
deal with that. I don't get that type of stuff on my business.
Hey, bro, it's just like, imagine you never having a day off, bro. I go to work sick sometimes. Dude, I wouldn't have fucking worked when I had kidney stone pain, bro. I'm in
don't
pain
have
like a
day off. That's the
motherfucker. You know what I
funny
mean?
part.
You know, because like I tell everybody, like this one guy that wanted to invest in my business for a while back, whatever, and he was saying this and that, and like he wanted to buy the business from me. What I said, dude, you can't buy the business, bro. Well, why not put your price? I do. I am the fucking business. Fool. You know what I mean? I am the fucking business. El Vago is me. There is no fucking El Vago without me. You know what I mean? If I were to quit, ain't nobody gonna fucking match
But
that shit.
that's the same thing with me. Like people, like you know, when I started the company, I started it actually by visiting my brother Jason in California while he was parking the car because over there, obviously, like where he's at, Northern California, there's not a lot of like parking lots, right? So
Yeah.
they got to park on the side of the street. And I remember getting off and like I was telling them like, all right, just like a little bit more, you get close to the edge or whatever. So then when he was getting on the car, I turned around, there was like this shop there, and I just heard like this like like somebody spraying something.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I kind of like looked in and I seen this dude. Yeah, I seen like the hammer on shit, and I was like, man, I wonder what he's doing. So I walked in there not knowing that it was a clothing store.
No.
And the guy was like, I think it was like graffiti in the wall or something. And later on, I found out the dude store that owns it, he's like this very well known illustrator artist. Like the guys like design baseball cards now, like all this different stuff, whatever.
Yeah, better.
And but in the store, I remember I wanted to buy something and I couldn't find my size, and every shirt that was on the wall was a size small. So the guy was like, "Oh, you need help?" And I was like, "Yeah, but y'all don't got my size or whatever." And he goes, "Oh no, we got everything in the back. It's because somebody will come in here and try to rob
Yeah,
the shit.
smart.
So they just left one size shirt, so they never lost anything." And I remember buying some stuff from there, and I walked out. Me and my brother walked out, and we were going to this other store down the way in San Francisco. And I just turned to my brother. I was like, "I said, man, I'm gonna make something like that." And
That's
he goes,
better.
what? And I was like, so I'm just gonna create like a street brand like that. And then I remember we got back to his house and we sat on the couch and he was like, man, were you serious earlier? And I was like, yeah. I said, I want to do something. And he was like, well, what would you call it? And I was like, Crooked Christie. Like, you know what I mean?
There you
But
go.
but the other
Hell
thing
yeah.
too is like I tell people all the time, like I didn't create the word. I
Yeah.
didn't make it up.
You
know
get a
what
lot
I
of
mean?
shit for it sometimes.
When I first did, because
Yeah.
there was,
The whole
there-
gang thing and all.
No,
that.
it was before that. There was a lot of people that felt like they were the ones that created the word,
Yeah.
right? Even to this day, there'll be a lot of people that pass by the shop. Like, I'm talking about older cats, like 60 years old. Like, I remember this one guy came by the shop and he told me they used to say it in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
Like, I've heard everybody.
Yeah, I
say
heard
they-
it too in the 90s.
Yeah,
about
like
it,
so many people.
So
So
fucking what?
my thing,
Right?
yeah, my thing is this, like, just to dead that notion. Like I always tell people, I didn't come up with the word. My whole goal was that when I was going to school, seeing people around, everybody was so infatuated with Houston.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to be from Houston, I guess. Everybody was wearing a Screwston shirt, DJ Screw shirt, all this stuff. And that's all I ever saw, right? Or a San Antonio shirt, or whatever. And I just felt that like Corpus, we never had our own thing.
Yeah.
I felt like there was a void there. So I wanted to create something, and I felt like the token of Crooked Christie, it resonated, not because nowadays when people pass by the shop, they automatically think that it relates to the politics in Corpus,
Yeah.
like the city politics. And I had to tell them, like, man, I've been in business since 2013. Those politics weren't even really brought
Yeah.
up back then. So it has nothing to do with that. But when I do like bug days and stuff, people will kind of throw that notion out and everything. But at the end of the day, it was just something that I felt that it related to everybody. I felt that I felt that it was a good thing because once people read it, they were automatically gonna think it was negative. And when they start to figure out what it was, then they turn around and be like, oh shit, that's cool. So our goal was to show people that you could literally flip a negative into a positive
Yeah.
if you wanted to. And
Yeah.
that was the whole thing. And I mean, we got with a company to do like the first shirt. I mean, because most people don't know this either. We launched the thing. I was doing a show in Austin, I remember, and we had put the Facebook thing together, and we launched it. There was nothing ever printed. It was just a mock-up. It was 3 mock-ups. It was a black one, a red one, and a purple one. And we launched it, and within like 24 hours, I think we had like 1,500 followers. And the goal was to see what people would say,
Mhm.
like, right? So you kind of wait to see if people thought it was stupid, yada yada yada. And I remember most of those comments were like, "Who's making it? Where can I buy it? Is this really real? Yada yada yada." And then that's when I was like, "Oh shit, we gotta start printing out T-shirts."
Yeah.
So then we started printing out the T-shirts and everything like that. And then the first thing I ever did was the Day of the Dead event, and that's when we were putting up the tent, getting everything ready. I don't know who she is. I wish I could say the name, but I don't know who this lady was. She came up she was like an older white lady, probably within her late 50s, early 60s. She came to the booth. She goes, "I don't know what it means. I just think it's cool. And I
Yeah.
want to buy this T-shirt." So she was the first person to buy a Kirk Christie T-shirt.
Hmm.
And that's when I was just like, "Oh shit, I think we got something." Because I feel like, yeah, you can always sell things within your own culture and everything, but when you can sell it outside of your circle to
Yeah.
just a random person, 9 out of 10, you got something, right? Because nobody, really looks at it, whether it's like a political thing, whether it's like a street thing, whatever else. But for the first year, dude, it was like people that claim that they're the makers of it. A lot of it had to do with people thinking it had, relation to street stuff,
Yeah.
prison type stuff. It was all over the place, man. But I didn't let that discourage me because I knew what I was doing was on a positive note.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it wasn't until Julie that worked for the Caller Times reached out to us, and she did the first like article, and they featured me on the front page of the business section in the Caller Times. And that's when it like solidified it to everybody that it was a legitimate actual business. It had
Yeah.
nothing to do. And then when I started to do all the other events like the Selena event and all this stuff, and people actually got to see it and they started to meet me and everything like that, they started to see like, okay, it has nothing to do with that. And then it was just the support of everybody else as well.
Did you get a lot of haters?
of doing it?
Mhm.
I can honestly say that a lot of the people that I felt that would support it was the very opposite.
Mm.
I felt a lot of people were in their feelings because I'm the one that did it. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't want to see me be the person do it. But it's always been like that. Like when I was featured on Hot 97 in New York, I thought a lot of my rap peers locally as well would be the ones to be like, "Oh yeah, man, hell yeah, fuck."
Well, at least one of us made it.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
It
yeah.
was
Yep.
the total opposite of that because everybody felt like, no, that should be me, or oh, they should have got that guy. But this is the big part that people like forget. I've grinded for everything that I've
Yeah.
done. Nobody has given me anything. Nobody. I've never, I didn't come from a wealthy family where fucking checks were getting cut and like, oh, go do like
Yeah.
none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I've grinded till today. So when it comes to Crooked Christie, the things that I do by giving back, whether it's sending people to concerts or like hooking up with your establishment to give away free barbecue and all these different
Yeah.
things like that, that's a thank you to people that have followed since day one because I know for a fact that sitting here even talking about it, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the residents of
Oh,
Corpus
yeah.
and
Hell
those who
yeah.
support it. So I never forget that because at the end of the day, I know that if I did something wrong to where people were like, oh, I can't support this, the whole business goes down.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I'm like you, like Crooked Chrissy is me, but I've never mixed the two. I mean, there's a lot of people that come by the shop, they've met me, they bought stuff from me, they don't even know I rap. They don't
Yeah.
even know I do music. You know what I mean? And that's another thing because I've never crossed the two because the Mr. Playboy thing and the Crooked Chrissy, yes, they're connected, but the Crooked Chrissy thing is not Mr. Playboy merch. It's
Yeah.
just his own thing. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I
yeah,
just
yeah.
happen to be the person that put it all together, you know? So, but yeah, now I don't really get that, but in the beginning I did. I mean, and there were so many people that came after me that I felt like they were trying to compete with me, that would try to like do the same thing. And
Was anybody you knew?
yeah, a lot of people, it was
That's
I
that how
knew.
that works, huh?
Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, the way I see it is this.
That's why it's Crooked Christie.
No, it don't got nothing to do with it. But I think it's just the way of the beast, man. It's like
Yeah.
you can let it consume you or not, and I think for me it was just pushing because I had a certain goal, and my goal was to create something for the city, to create something for all of us to have like let's just say, all right, I don't want to go to Zoomies, I'm gonna go to the Crooked Crystal and buy a t-shirt to wear, right? Like it was knowing that at the end of the day, if somebody came and visited Corpus, hey, instead of buying that boring ass Corpus Christi shirt, let me take you over here to get something way better.
Yeah.
Like that's what it was about, When it came to people like Jelly Roll wearing my shit, Felipe Espasa, Angela Johnson, all that shit are blessings in the sky. I didn't
Yeah.
ask for none of that shit. I didn't pay anybody. I didn't say, hey, I'm gonna pay him this much. Let him none of that shit, bro. Everybody that's close to me knows that. Other people that speculate that, again, especially with music, people think certain shit happened because I paid.
Yeah.
And that never happened. It was just I got there solely because I grinded. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And people can give me credit or not give me credit. At the end of the day, I don't give a fuck because I know. You know what I'm saying? And I know what I'm good at and what I'm not good at. I'm never gonna put myself in a position to where I'm just gonna go jump into something and I suck at it and then I fail and then I blame the whole world about it.
Yeah.
Like, no, that's why, the last time I was here on the other podcast, that's what I say. I stay in my own lane. I don't bother nobody. If somebody tries to get into my lane, I kind of just like, and leave it like that. But yeah, to go back to the beginning of the question, like there was a lot of people that I felt like, oh man, like now I got to look at you kind of different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
I try to be like you, man. It's hard, fool.
like what, just kind of go with the flow.
When whenever someone starts shit, you kind of just like, oh, whatever that
Yeah,
means, boy.
yeah,
Like I don't know, man.
Well,
I'm trying. I'm
Don't give
getting
'em
better
no
at it.
energy.
I'm
Don't
getting-
give 'em no
It's not
energy.
about
Yeah.
that, fool. It's a disrespect, man. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I'm not used to that shit. You know what I mean? I'm used to. You got pedo, we got pedo. You know what I mean? Like fuck it, yeah. You know what I mean? And we gotta stop being like that, Trey.
Yeah.
We gotta stop being like that.
Just
Well,
let the
because
work
this-
speak for itself.
Well, because
Gotta
this,
be more professional.
Yeah.
well, it's not only that. The way I look at it like this is that, and this is what I was told also because I used to be Like on my personal Facebook page, I used to just say whatever. I didn't give a fuck whether it was just a joke, whatever it is. But then I had to start to realize that I'm putting myself in certain circles where certain people do not come from where I come from. They
Yeah.
don't come from where you guys come from. They don't understand that like we look at things on both sides of the coin. Most people have never been on both sides of the coin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I come from the hood, but I'm not gonna sit here and try to portray that I live this whole like gangster life because then I'd be lying. Now, have I been a part of certain things? Of course. Have I done my dirt in life? Of course. But still, like, I don't sit on the internet and try to glorify that. I don't try to make it seem like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's what all life is about. Like, no, like my thing has always been trying to be good at something and seeing what I can get out of it at the end in a positive way. But when it comes to that type of stuff, dude, it got to a point where it's just like, yeah, I used to be that one where you're like, oh man, y'all motherfuckers can't rap. I'm way better than y'all, blah, 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 right? But it just makes you look arrogant. And it
Yeah.
makes you so the way I looked at it is like, you know what? I'm gonna show everybody that I am best. I'm in my own lane. I'm in my own top 5. Can't nobody fuck with me. Everybody knows that because, and not to sound arrogant, but it's because, at 14 years old, I was recording myself, mixing and mastering myself,
Mhm.
designing my own shit. I could shoot my own music video if I wanted to. That's why when Dapper Don had his whole awards thing that he threw, he couldn't put me in categories. So he gave me one award that was for everything because I was the only person in that whole shit that
Yeah.
did everything. And then when you're talking about like recording other people, doing all this stuff, I was that person that I did it for everybody.
Yeah.
Like even when it got to doing like big name artists, a lot of the artists in Houston, a lot of the people that we grew up listening to be able to say like, oh, I designed that for this person, Screwed Up Click or this, that, or whatever, having a gold record, because I was a part of this and that. Nobody can ever take away that shit
Yeah.
from me. But it's just, I don't know, man. It's just a tricky little thing, and I don't ever feed into it because at the end of the day, there's people, bro, that feel like they're big shit on social media, and that's where it stops.
Yeah.
Because again, like I've told you before, like man, the internet is a very tricky place. Like
It is, man.
it can start something and then it sucks you in, and then you're going down this rabbit hole, and then you look like the asshole. At the
Oh,
end
yeah.
of the day.
I'm used
You know
to
what I'm
it.
saying? 'Cause I've read y'all reviews.
Yeah.
It's all Gabe's fault at the end
Fuck
of the
'em.
day.
Fucking Gabe.
Fuck 'em. Yeah,
See,
Eden
but-
Thursday.
See, but what's
Eden
crazy,
Thursday.
though, what's crazy is that with y'all, I feel like it would be the same with me if I had those type of issues. But it's so funny because sometimes y'all don't have to say nothing. Y'all have a whole bunch of people that come
Yeah.
out the woodworks and like, hey, you know what? We'll handle it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
that's where it gets to where you kind of like have to understand at a certain point, like, you know what? The food speaks for itself. The establishment speaks for itself. The people that we serve on a daily basis, they speak for us as a business, right? Like, but I mean, nobody's ever
The Chorizonians.
but I mean, think about all the good stuff y'all guys done, all the like toy
Yeah.
drives, all the free stuff, giving away free food.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I won't be honest. There ain't a lot of people that have done that
Oh,
on,
nah,
on
man.
a small
For real.
scale.
Yeah.
We're not talking about somebody like, like big name corporation. I'm not gonna say name, but just big name corporations to where, hey, you show up with your kid and you get a free meal every day of summer. Like,
Yeah.
dude, come on.
Not even that. People will pull up, their kids get off the car and just go get the meal. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you don't have to buy anything.
And not even
You know
for
what I
the
mean?
clout, bro. I seen
Yeah,
y'all
nah,
do it
I don't never do
over
nothing
and
for
over
clout,
and
you know what I mean?
over and over.
You know, if like I said, if somebody takes a picture and posts, I'll repost it. But I won't. You'll never see me go out there with the cameras and look what I did for these people because it's just I don't know. It's just not my style, man.
Yeah,
You know,
and-
I'm not doing it for that reason.
And that's why, like, I get hit up a lot for like those back to school drives and all this different stuff. My thing with all that was I don't see myself giving money just to have my logo on a flyer.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm gonna do so, I'm gonna do it solely,
Yeah.
out of my heart and at my place and everything like that. And the reason why I haven't done it is because, again, where I'm at, I don't have total control of everything that happens in there. So I have to kind of just, do things a certain way. And now with this whole transition that's going through, like I'll be able to do all those things and be able to connect with other people to do all this stuff, like all these crossovers. And most of the time, I probably don't even have to. Like I just do it solely myself. But it's I look at it, and again, we've had these conversations before where I'm not about putting cameras in people's faces.
Yeah.
I'm not about. I mean, there's a lot of people that take advantage of it. They'll act like they need it when they really don't. Like I get it. Everybody plays the system. You know, they'll get in where they fit in, whatever. But the people that are there because they really need to be there, the last thing I know they need is a camera in their face to be showing that these people are vulnerable. You know what I mean? And
That's
just,
horrible, man.
yeah, it is,
for
because
real.
it's just like what are we doing? We're making a documentary. Or are we giving back? You know what I mean? That's the way I look at it. So I mean, I understand if you're doing it, if you're recording and you're showcasing what you've done. So let's just say it's all four of us and the camera's showing us giving away bags, like our hands and all this stuff. But to just solely show the people and making it seem like, look, all these people are broke and they're coming here to grab. Like, I feel like it's a lot of it's untasteful.
But
you know what I
I
mean?
think it has a lot to do with they grew up with the silver spoon. You know what I mean? They were given everything. They don't know what it is to struggle. They don't know what it is not to have. They have because of what other people give them.
Yeah, of course.
So you know what I mean? So to them, it's just like an extra thing to do to make them, I guess, make them look better and shit.
I mean,
you know?
I just, me personally, it's like I don't look at my business that way. Again, I'm thankful for everybody that has shopped and supportive. I mean, there's a lot of people that support that I can probably say that they've never bought anything from the store or they've never ordered anything off the site. But I mean, even if they just push the share button on a post,
that's it.
even if they just shared it to their story, even if they tag somebody else. I mean, I see a lot of people, they'll start to follow the page when I do the giveaways. You know what I mean? I don't judge those people. I don't care. The way I look at it is like, hey, if you found out because of this, and that, hey, man, it's cool. Welcome to Crooked Christie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, obviously you're going to continue to follow for whatever it is, but I'm always thankful because again, we're in a business. The business runs solely off the people that live here. We serve these people. And if we can't find the medium ground, then what are we in business for? It's the way I look at it. It's not about, oh, I own a business. I don't care whether you shop in my shop or not. Like, what type of attitude would that be? You know, like it's kind of like this needle craze shit, right? Like, yeah, I have them at the store, but the only reason why I have them there is because when I have people come into the store saying that they got ripped off, or other businesses are trying to, make $100 bill off a $5 toy. You know what I'm saying? Bro. So it's like, oh, they're there, man. You want it? There you go. You know what I'm saying? Like I've given some away for free. You know what I mean? Like when somebody on your account the other day was like, hey, somebody stole one from my 6-year-old. I went under my business page and said, hey, come by the store this weekend. I'll give your son or daughter one for free.
And not only that too, like let's talk about the Hot Wheels too. Like man, you get some rare expensive ones and reasonably. I mean, you got to make something off of them.
You're talking about like the collectible side of the store?
Yeah, like that's like it's.
Thanks for telling people that. People don't even know.
No, for real. Hey, as a die cast customizer and shit, like
you can say as a die cast. Damn
it.
Those are under the counter.
Yeah. Hey, you hear what you want to hear. God damn it. Hey, but no, back to it. Like you see people price gouging, like and then you're actually into it too, and be like, yeah, no, give me the price. Price for this,
I mean, at the end of the day, I'm a collector.
Yeah.
Like I've been collecting cars since I was like 14 years old. Like around 13, 14, I started with my cousin in Houston, my cousin Phil. And but I stopped for a very long time. And then when I got back into it, like last year, I was just buying cars for myself again. And then, I put like a couple on the shelf or whatever, or on the pegs, whatever. And then I would just see them kind of sell out every weekend, like the 2 little pegs that I had. And I didn't think nothing of it. So then that's when I would put more, and the pegs went from 2 to 4, 4 to 6, 6 to 8, and then it took over the whole wall, right? Like you had been in there when it took over the whole wall, and then I was like, oh shit, this thing has turned into something that it didn't need to, so I had to like figure out something, and that's when I extended the shop and made a whole like the Crooked Christie collectible side. But yeah, I mean, even with that, like that's not my primary business. My business is not selling collectibles, but they are there in the store. You know what I mean? For those that know. And But the way I look at stuff is like, I'm not here to rob people out of their pocket.
Hey, that
Kids.
fucking crazy. You know, even a
Kids.
fucking upsell due to adults.
Yeah,
Bro.
for
You know what I mean?
real.
Not even that. Like I do, like every collector of diecast cars goes in there, and they all ask me the same thing. I remember that one. I forgot who it was. But they're like, "Hey man, honestly, like, are you making money on this stuff?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I wouldn't have it in the
Yeah.
shop. I wasn't making money, but it's because." Again, like he explained, there's people out there that will put a wild price tag on certain things. And even me, sometimes I'm just kind of like, where do you come up with that number? You know, I get like the rarity, how hard it is to get certain things you just, it's not, but
Yeah.
still be reasonable. Because my thing is, and I've explained, you've been there when I've explained this to people.
Yup.
My thing at the end of the day is to start the how can I say, like the circle of money going in a circle,
Yeah.
right? Like if I give this person a deal and I'll flat out tell them, look, if you buy this car right here and you take it to the internet, I guarantee you'll get your money back and you'll probably make 20, 40, 50 bucks on top.
Definitely.
Right?
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
So my
Yeah.
thing is like, I'm giving them the chance to also make money.
Yeah.
So because I know at the end of the day, they're going to come back and they're going to keep coming
Yup.
back and they're going to keep coming back.
Yup.
And my thing is like, I don't want one person to come to my store one time. I want them to come
Yeah.
back frequently. You know what I'm saying? Because again, that's what the store is about.
You know,
It's even with the clothes and everything
Yeah.
like that. I make sure that when I work with the manufacturers, I try to get everything made at the lowest price possible, but the quality never losing its value source. And the reason for that is because I never want people to go in there and feel like they can never leave another. So can I sell a t-shirt for $60, $70? Of course I can. Can I sell a hat the same price tag as lids for $60? Of course I can. But that's not what my goal was. My goal was to have everybody wear Crooked Christie. Now, when you have people that come by and be like, "Hey, bro, I went to the art walk. I seen everybody wearing Crooked Christie." That makes
Yup.
me feel
Yeah,
like
hell
shit,
yeah.
I'm doing a good deed because it's falling into the plan that I had. It wasn't like, yeah, I'm gonna make a streetwear brand. I'm gonna try to be like Godspeed and all these dudes, $100 shirts and
yeah. fuck
bro,
all
like,
that.
come on.
Yeah, man, I get happy when I see, I'm scrolling through Facebook, I see somebody wearing El Vago shirt. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's what I'm
You know what I
saying.
mean?
Like,
Badass.
you
Like,
know, it's just
getting around.
because everybody is a walking billboard.
Yeah.
Everything that we wear, we're what, like he's wearing a championship shirt. Remember, champion. Nobody wanted to wear that.
Yeah,
growing up.
back in the days,
Remember?
yeah, it was cheap
It
as
was
fuck.
working. It was being sold at Kmart.
Wieners.
And all that,
Or
all this
wieners.
stuff, and everybody was like, "Nah," you know. But then people
Yeah.
forget. Champion used to make the basketball jerseys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like all these different stuff. And I always tell people like the stuff that you see at Walmart, it's no different than a lot of the pieces that are in the mall. The only difference is just the quality of the like the cotton or the way the shirt, the fabrics or
Yeah.
whatever. Like the shoes in there, it's no different than anything else. It's just on a lower scale. But people are just so quick to like, oh, that's cheap. Oh, I ain't gonna wear that.
Yeah.
Like it's like the USPA. Like people don't know that's been around way before Ralph Lauren. That was actually made for people that actually play polo.
Yeah.
That's when I see people like, oh, that's a cheap polo. It's like, bro, it's not even the same thing. It's
Yeah.
like it was made for the sport compared to what was something that was made for fashion, you know? So it's, I don't know. People's way of thinking sometimes
It's a trip.
questionable 'cause I'm
Rene
like,
Ramos, where you been, Mocha? Hit the face. Trying to see your bitch ass a long time. Nah, we was fucking
Calling them out.
He's probably like, this month he's gonna start,
yeah,
he's gonna start
like-
talking shit, right? Man, fool. My wife goes, man, if only people really know you're a fucking dick, man. Like, I don't know how your friends are your friends. Like, why do people like you?
oh, we just laugh. Every time I'm with you, I just laugh.
I always play with my homeboys. Everybody, if I like you, I'll joke with you. If I don't like you, trust me, you'll know.
Mhm.
Hey, real recognize real, dog.
Yeah.
Real recognize
The what?
real.
Won't be around.
I won't be
Yeah.
around when I don't like
I met
somebody.
Gabe. I met
Yeah.
Gabe at your place. Remember when we were sitting
Yeah.
there and everything like that? And we started talking about cars. Like, oh, I got cars
Yeah.
in my shop.
Hell yeah.
And I've known
Yeah.
Gabe ever since then. You know?
Yeah, I only fuck with good people though, man. You
Hey,
know?
but shout out Crooked Christie, dog. Like I feel like
Yeah.
even I'm not from Corpus Christi. I'm from
Mhm.
Gregory, but still just
Dude,
having
right there.
something,
Dude, that's like
having
Corpus,
something.
that's like Corpus Christi is the dick. You're the left huevo, fool.
Hey,
You're right there. The
producing
the bluff
babies,
is the asshole. and then
making
fucking-
babies, dog. Sperm delivery, dog.
Yeah, I'm glad that none of y'all were swallowed or left on the bed sheet.
Yeah,
I
that's
saw
how
that
you
shit earlier.
Y'all
I saw that
really
shit
made my
earlier.
day go by.
For real. Hey,
But
for
but
real.
goddamn, you gotta question sometimes, man. When you meet a dumb motherfucker, like
Yeah.
you were the fucking fastest fucking mecco to make it up there, and now you're here.
Damn.
Like, goddamn,
And this is where we are now.
Nah.
Fuck.
Dad should have shot
Goddamn.
you on the carpet.
But you know, like
Nah.
what I see sometimes is how people try to make Corpus. That's what's always bothered me sometimes. Like the way they'll try to make Corpus perceived in this like.
You didn't make it on the herpes list, did you?
No,
Hey.
I just want to let everybody know I was marked safe.
Yeah,
that
for
list.
real.
Yeah.
Shit, God, that was
there-
fucking crazy.
There was no Playboy on the list or Brian. All right.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Let's fucking
yeah,
talk
yeah.
about that shit.
Oh, man. Well, first of all, this is all I want to know. All right, I'm not body shaming, or I'm not doing none of that. But I'm just saying, it would have to take a lot of liquor for me to even blink once towards that side of the room if that was, in my facility. I'm just saying.
She's got a beautiful soul.
She has a great laugh. She has a great laugh. Y'all got the same glasses, right?
Hey. I left them. There.
She's my sister.
That's terrible.
Oh man.
No, she is fuck.
But is that I don't know if y'all know, but is that real though?
I don't know, man.
Fuck.
Because if she's literally
I knew some of the fools were on that list.
No, but I'm saying
They all
is
deleted
that
their
true
shit.
with her though.
I don't
Because
know, bro.
if she's just trolling, she's doing a very good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She getting
Like,
paid, fool.
yeah, I'm
She
just
getting
saying,
That's a
like-
$250 post right there.
I mean, I just don't know. I don't know any. I mean, you'd have.
know who will know the people that
I was gonna say
Yeah,
we'd
no,
have.
Well,
to
they're
contact
gonna
them.
deny it, fool. You know what I mean? They're gonna deny
Hey,
it.
deny it, but imagine seeing it yourself and like, fuck.
Yeah, that's
Like,
definitely
fuck.
something 3 pills won't kill. I'll tell you
Fuck.
that.
It's for life,
You might,
homie.
you might as well just off yourself after that.
All you
fool.
hear
Fuck
is
it.
For life.
from the burn.
that's what they call bumping uglies.
Bumping uglies. Yeah. The
Yeah.
souvenir you have forever.
God damn.
Yeah. Everybody may feel the same in the dark, but they don't look the same. I'll tell you
Yeah,
that.
fool.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Kill the bitch.
Oh, god damn. That's it.
Or marry her. Yeah. Them old schools are funny like that, fool. There's this old man I used to work with, whatever, and be like, another homeboy walked in. He's like, "Hey man," he's like, "You're a fucked an ugly bitch." He goes, "Yeah, I'm still married to her."
Oh my
I was like,
god.
"Damn, fool." Cold, fool.
Shit happens.
You get that on them bigger jobs.
Damn.
Yeah, man. Corpus is wild, bro. It is Crooked Christie, man.
Yeah, it is a
Shit,
wild
it is.
place.
I love Corpus though, bro. You know,
Mhm.
I like it here. It's not too big, it's not too small, it's just right. You know what I mean?
I wish
There
you-
is a lot of good people here though.
No,
man.
there is. There
There's a lot
actually
of
is.
good
There
people
is a
here.
lot of potential for a lot of different
Yeah.
things. There is a lot of talented people.
Yeah,
in
just a lot of
Corpus.
talent.
It's just the jealousy part, man, with
Mhm.
people. That's the fucking hardest part of this fucking town, man.
Well, I mean,
Yep.
it goes back to there's people that outwork other people,
yeah.
and those people that get outworked, they get upset. But it's like if that dude is going 100% balls to the wall, and you're not,
Yep.
why are you upset at
Hey,
him?
bro, we're at this shit 7 days a week,
That's
bro.
what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
Like,
7 fucking
yeah,
days. The
dude.
last that we only take vacations like once every 6 to
Yeah.
months to a year.
Bro, there's days where I'm up 5, 6 in the morning.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Work at home.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then you're constantly
For real.
talking about it. When you think about that too,
Yeah.
like even if you try to go and you see something, like I don't know if it's for me, it's the same. It's kind of like, oh man, I should like see how I can incorporate that into the business, right? Like your mind is always going. So there is no day off. Like it's just the way it is. But this is what I always say: like you can't complain for what you wanted to sign on to.
yeah.
So I can
Mhm.
never sit here and complain. Like it's just, when it comes to the music shit, there's a lot of politics in that, and I understand it. There's a lot of favoritism. There's a lot of gatekeeping. There's a lot of inner circles.
Yeah.
Bro, there's been things that like I wish I was a part of, but you know what?
Diddy party.
Motherfuckers didn't like
Yeah.
but motherfuckers don't fuck with me.
Yeah.
They feel like, whatever they feel about me. So it's just kind of like, all right, whatever. But to me, it's just kind of like You know, I just go create my own shit.
Yeah.
I go, make my own box. You know,
That's why a lot of people here don't like me though.
Yeah.
Because I don't follow nobody.
Yeah.
I do my own shit. I come up with my own shit. I fucking, you know what I mean? I walk my own line.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't act like everybody else. I don't join everybody else's little circles and shit.
Mhm.
I do my own shit. People don't like that shit.
Well, because it's people are catered to walk that same line as everybody else because they feel like that's what it is, and it's why do you want to be like everybody else?
Yeah,
It's not
exactly.
the way I
man.
look at it, you know what I'm saying? Like, but the only thing I could say about corporates that I don't like, and people always try to make this notion on the internet, and I always kind of like ask myself, like, where do people see corporates and what angle is that? We are 100 light years behind.
Oh, I know, for real.
Like, literally, when you think about it, dude, like, when you see people like having to go to San Antonio for something, go to Houston or the Valley, and everybody's talking about all these other cities and shit, and we have nothing but this big old body of water in our backyard, and we don't really have anything to tie it to.
Yeah, we almost lost one.
Yeah, you see that? Like, it's kind of like
Now it's at the
dude,
highest
you know?
levels ever.
But then you ask
I
certain
fuck-
people, and they'll tell you straight up, like, "No, corporate is growing," and it's like, why? Because we got another car wash, because we got another coffee
Hey, bro,
place.
it makes me mad for when they're building something new, another fucking Taco Bell or another Olive Garden. Like,
yeah,
what
yeah,
the
yeah.
fuck, fool? Like, bring something
CVS.
better, man.
Yeah.
Bring something better over here, you know. fucking
See,
bring-
but that's the thing, though. It's like the thing that I would like to see. I wish I had all the money in the world to do it, but it's like knocking down the mall, right? Imagine if there was a place that was built that it was encouraging for those that have a local business
yeah,
that can able to afford to be a part of this plaza or whatever. Kind of like another trade center type, but a little bit different. But
Yeah.
in the sense of where people can actually say, like, hey, that place over there is built off locals. It's
Yeah.
built off the grind of the locals. It's built off local love, the people that support local, like, and think about that. Like, there's so many different people that I see. Like, if you go to Art Walk and you see all these people down there,
yeah,
each one of those tents, somebody is grinding.
Yep.
Whether they're
Yep.
selling soaps, whether they're selling, this or that, needles, whatever the fuck it is. It's like they're out there grinding. Yeah, they're out there grinding. And it's like, if we had a big old plaza where people didn't have to feel discouraged
yeah,
because they feel like, oh man, I don't got enough money to like even go in there. It sucks because at the end of the day, it takes money to make money. But when you put people in a position to make them feel like, nah, you probably will never be able to be a part of this because you don't spend this much or you don't
Yeah.
have this much, it sucks. And that's why I look at corporates like we're so 100 light years behind, bro. Because when you see all these other cities and you go to California and you go to New York and you go on these different types of states and stuff, and you see how some of these cities support nothing but local.
Yeah.
Like, because that's what
Yeah.
the city's supposed to be built off of. That's where the circle of the dollar breaks, because it's like you'll see all these local businesses, they'll start to wither away. And then people think like, oh, well, man, they didn't make it. And it's like, well, why didn't they make it? Because you didn't support them.
no shit, right?
Yeah, right? You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like, think about if Vago was like, oh, we got to close the doors tomorrow. There'll be 100 motherfuckers to be like, oh, man, why I didn't get to try it? Oh, man, I
Yeah.
should have went out there. And it's like, you didn't fucking go out there because you
Shit,
didn't
I
want
almost lost
Yeah.
his business about 50 times probably already, fool. You know what I mean? Like, shit. I'm like fucking herpes. I keep coming back.
Hey. The real locals list.
Nah,
Yeah.
fool, but nah, for real. Like,
I think your
I've
name was
been
on the
through
back
some-
of that list. I
I've
think
been
it
through
was
some
Had
shit.
two pager.
Damn.
I've been through some shit with this business. It's hard, bro. It's
It is
hard.
hard.
Like it is,
Yeah,
man.
it
It
is
is.
hard.
Especially when there's someone like me that I don't really know what I'm doing on the business
Mhm.
side.
Yeah.
It's even harder, bro.
But I mean, again, I'm dealing with like streetwear. I'm dealing with culture. I'm dealing with manufacturers and retail. You guys are dealing with a different beast. Y'all are
Yeah.
dealing with food. It's different.
And
Like,
we got
it's
it. And then too, whatever I spend for the day is made fresh. And if it
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
stale, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like people freak out. I give it away sometimes. Like
Yeah,
I
I've
don't
seen
want
that.
food to go to waste. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
I get
For
people
sure.
call in sometime, make an order, and it's been like an hour. They don't come pick it up.
I think it too. Like, even when I see y'all posting, I'm just like, hey, who wants to trade food today?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you know, just trade
Oh,
local.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Fuck
and
it.
I think that's funny because it's like, who else would do that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like even your homie on the other one,
Roach.
Roach.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like I've never been able to meet him. I think the one time I passed by, I think it was closed. But shout out to him. But like it's like everybody's in cahoots with each other. Like everybody has the same mindset. It's about like it's not about being greedy. It's not about it's just about man. Look, man, we're here. We go to the same Walmarts as everybody else, and the same thing. Like I tell people, man, I'm broke. I ain't got no money.
We're all just people, man.
I'm just trying to get by like everybody else. My thing was like, I just figured at 23 years old, I didn't want to work a regular job no more. So I figured it out. Do I make all the money in the world? I've had times where I've made a lot of money. I've made no money. I've done bartering with people, favors here, whatever. There's certain things that I've put my money in. I've gotten burnt and didn't get shit out of it. But nobody will ever know that because I don't put my business out on social media, right? But the thing is, again, even that, I don't judge people off that. I don't, cry about it at the end of the day. I just keep it going. And I just figure out like, all right, this didn't work for me. I ain't going to do that shit no more. I'm going to come over here, yada, yada, yada. And I'm going to fucking, put the pieces together and make sure that it just keeps building. And it's just, to me, business is just a Jenga set.
Yeah.
You just keep on going and just hoping that it doesn't fucking fall apart in your hand.
Yeah, it's rough, bro. Like I said, it's a selling food's a tough fucking business, bro.
I know.
It's fun though. I like it, man. I love doing what I do. Like shit, bro. I got 6 fucking felonies, bro. Ain't nobody gonna hire my ass. You know what I mean? Shit.
Well, you got all that shit on your face too. No,
fuck it. I tattooed for a lot of fucking years too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't even know that about you until you brought it up one day. And I was like, "What? You
I tattooed for a lot of fucking. That's why we're here checking out Roy. We used to work together. Tattoo shop back in the day.
Around the corner, right?
Yeah, but not there. We used to work in another shop together, man. Yeah. But I know a lot of tattoo artists here, man. There's a lot of badass tattoo artists here, man.
He's one of them.
Oh fuck yeah, he's a beast.
One thing, the first thing I told him, I go, dude, I want to tell you how I know you're a badass tattoo artist. And he goes, how? I said, the way you do your hands. You ever seen tattoo artists and they have fucked up hands on people?
Oh yeah.
Like it'll be a finger going all the way like
what you got, Holmes? What you got?
No, I'm saying like on the tattoo. Like like it'll be weirded out. Or the finger is not even like an actual proportional finger.
It's like a fucking weenie. Yeah. Eagle claw.
Yeah, it's just weird. Or they're like the fingernail. It's just not even a fingernail. It's weird. But I told him, I said, that's how I knew you're actually badass. Because your fingers look like actual fingers. You know what I mean? And he was like, thanks.
That's why like the new restaurant, Gabe's doing all the artwork in there.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah. If anybody wants to know where Vago's at, make sure to send some money to my Facebook. And I'll let you know by the end of the show. Yeah. It's on the south side.
It's on the south side.
Hey, let's talk about it, bro. Let's talk about it.
No, we ain't gonna talk about it yet. Well, we can talk about. We're not gonna talk.
Yeah,
about
we're gonna talk about the location.
Where it's at. I don't want nobody to know because the only reason why I don't want nobody to know,
if everybody
bro,
wants to know, y'all make sure to send me a little bit money than the show.
The only reason why I don't want nobody to know, bro, is because I was gonna open this other place up and I talked about it and it went to shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't want it to happen this time, bro, because this is my whole fucking life going into this shit, and it's gonna be something fucking corporate's gonna freak out when it opens.
Well, I already thought part of it.
Yeah,
he didn't want to tell me at first.
Yeah.
Hey,
nobody wants to see you walking around naked.
The messenger.
Yeah, put some shoes on.
Hey, did the fucking priest tell Da Vinci, hey, cover this shit?
I was watching the live video, you see right through it.
Hey,
this motherfucker.
Hey,
and the other day
I get drunk. Hey, I get drunk and high.
It's okay, bro. Everybody's gonna know you guys are across the street from Target. It's all
Target,
right.
Target.
Yeah.
Kicking Target out.
It's in the Moore Plaza.
Hey, if you had a chance to be like in Walmart or Target or something, would you do it?
Yeah,
that'd be fucking badass.
Yeah. I know a lot of it would not be the same. How can I say it? Not the same quality, but
when you go mainstream, it waters down your product, fool. That's what I think. No, it's mass produced.
Well, because with something like Walmart, from my understanding, the price point has to be under a certain amount because of like their whole structure of the store or whatever. So that's why when you see the things like Reeboks and all that stuff, it's like very minimum stuff. It's not like the stuff you get at the mall because of the price point. I would definitely love to get something into Walmart where maybe if it's just a logo shirt or like maybe like just one of the dad hats or something in there or whatever.
I mean, you even got Walmart and Target exclusives, like and like toys and merchandise and that stuff. That stuff's cool.
I just think at the end of the day, it's the question will always be, it's like, how much do I have to give up in the sense of like, what do I really make off of it? It's like if my mindset was like, oh yeah, I'm at Walmart yeah, okay, but it's like, what are you gonna take away from me? Are you gonna take 80% of it and I'm only making this much? You know what I mean? Because I'm just saying, like, it's in Walmart. It's, to me, it just loses the focal point, because again, it's like, is somebody gonna be able to afford it? If a person only has, if the shirt has to be $15, like,
Yeah.
is somebody going to be able to buy it for $15? I don't want to have to do this whole price change, and then everybody's all like, oh, it's higher now because it's in Walmart, or whatever
Yeah,
it is.
yeah,
But
1980s.
yeah, and it's like, dude, honestly, it's funny because you'll get people like that.
Oh, yeah.
Luckily with me, I've never come across that, even with all the like celebrities and all that shit, whatever. Because I tell people, like I said earlier,
Yeah.
like those are all blessings in disguise, man. Them shits happen because it happened. It's just, I never looked for none of that. But still, I've never used that to where, like, oh yeah, Jelly Roll wear my shit. I've had more people bring it up to me than me even talk about
Yeah.
it. So it's, I just think at the end of the day, it's that what's gonna make the business grow, what's gonna make it bigger and better.
Yeah.
How am I gonna be able to do all the stuff? So the stuff that I'm working on now, like working on releasing like a whole fragrance for men and women's, working on the makeups part of
That's
Coco
badass, man.
Christie,
Yeah.
looking into actually creating like the jean wear and stuff like that. That's why, like, it was so important to me for a very long time to find the perfect retail space for the store, because the last thing I wanted to do was get into a place that I'm paying, let's just say, $5,000 in rent, and now everything has to go up. And then
Mhm.
people look at it like how you said earlier, oh, he thinks he's made it now, but they don't understand, like, well, I'm having to pay this and that. That's why all these people that used to like have gone in there and like, um whether they knew about the brand or just run over it, and they'd come back after buying a couple of stuff, they'd be like, hey man, why you in the mall? And I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna pay.
Hey, the mall's kind of a ripoff though, man. I was a long time ago when I was leaving the trade, so I was looking for a spot.
Mhm.
I went to the mall, and you got to pay so much money, and then if you're only allowed to make so much money, and if
Yeah.
you make more than that, then they get a percentage out of that too. I was like, God damn, I didn't know that.
Even those kiosks are very
Yeah.
expensive. I remember we had looked at the kiosks upstairs by the
With the little play area.
but we're that big one, whatever. And I know they wanted some coin for that, and I was like, nah, because it was just, again, man, I'm not trying to off-sell things to people in a way to where it's like, oh yeah, if Cookies has their shirt for $59.99, me too. Like, it's not about that. It's
Yeah.
about wanting people just to wear the shit because they think
You gotta
it's cool,
circulate
yeah.
your inventory. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Get
of
it
course.
out
I'm
there.
not trying
you
to sit
know?
on something for like 3 years just because I'm trying to like make as much money as I can.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care about that. My thing is just keeping it going and keeping it going. And again, it's because of the people of Corpus, man. That's why I'm in business with it still. The new people that have even just like, oh, I didn't even know this was around, or oh, I heard of it, I never seen it.
I just like, I don't like that shit. Like in the barbecue business,
Mhm.
like you're not like you'll get frowned upon for what you charge, no matter how good your food is.
Mhm.
Food is just because you didn't go to Texas Monthly or Best 50 or Best this, Best that. Just because you didn't make the list, like you're not allowed to charge as much as them. Like, I'm not gonna say the other place's name, but like, dude, their fucking food's way higher than mine.
Yeah.
And then some guy, yeah, but they're on this, they're on that.
So
like,
you
the
okay?
fuck? You know what I'm trying to say?
I was gonna ask a question, but you answered it for me.
Could be paid promotion.
See, but this like with me, I can honestly say that like I stopped getting accepted by certain things. I truly feel because maybe the players were changed on different committees,
Yeah.
or because people would just read like, oh, Crooked Christie, and then that was it. Because it was kind of weird that when I first started, I was getting accepted to everything. Day of the Dead. Well, Selena Festival is not here no more, but I've always done the Selena Festival. I just did Bug Days for the last 2 years, which was always great with them. But there's other things that I would try to get into, and it was kind of like I never got an answer for it.
Yeah.
And I think it was always because of the name, and I get it. Most people when they read, I mean, even right now, like there's people that pass by the store and they think it says Crooked Christ, like in in English or whatever. And I'm like, no, it's Crooked Christie, whatever. Well, obviously in English, that's what it means, but it's not what it means, right? But no, I think that's what it is too. And that's why, like, I decided at the beginning of the year, it's like, you know what, I'm gonna create my own Crooked Christie Chamber of Commerce. I'm gonna
That was smart.
yeah, like when I featured you as one of the people, right, and all these other people that I had planned to feature on there. It's like it's about highlighting those people and different individuals that I see that will never get the time of day or any type of, you know, limelight because of the politics and certain things like that. You know, I don't believe that I have to put a suit and tie to be liked by somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think it's just, you know, if we're having a certain conversation about business and stuff like that, whether no matter what I wear compared to the next person shouldn't be determined how we do things. This should just be done if it makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, especially with you. I mean, you're not a dumb person. People may look at you and be like, "Oh man, this dude." But we've had
Oh yeah, I do.
a lot of business conversations. I'm
I,
like, "Oh shit, that's."
I've
smart," you
had
know?
a lot of people like. I'm not accepting a lot of shit here in
Mm-hmm.
Corpus, you know, with a bunch of entrepreneurs. I hear they talk
Bro,
shit
you
about
can't even
me.
walk into a nightclub.
Nah, I fucking can't. Full fuck 'em. But you know, I you know, people tell dude like for some reason people always tell me shit like, hey, you know, so and so this, so you know, and I like to know. I like to know what people say
Yes,
about me. You know what I mean? Because I just want to know. So whenever I run into that person, I want to see the fakeness in their fucking face. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, because I can feel that shit. You know. But you know, I've had people like motherfuckers at a fucking church, fucking
Should be the worst ones.
breakfast, bro.
Yeah,
At a
yeah.
church breakfast, talking shit about me at a church. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
The
goddamn,
worst
fool,
ones.
you know, that's crazy, man. You know?
But what you guys do, sometimes you're doing way more than the church.
Yeah.
You're doing way more than a lot of these like curated type of organizations. And again, you guys don't even plan it when you think about it. You like
Yeah.
you can literally wake up tomorrow and be like, hey, you know what? I think I'm gonna give away this today.
Yeah.
And then you put a post out, and then there's like 1,000 people like, oh hell yeah, and they start spreading it.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's the same thing with me. Like, man, a lot of times you may not see it within the post, like there's not 1,000 comments, but all the views that things get, like when we did the combo thing,
Yeah.
bro, that first post, what was it, like over 50,000 views on that
Yeah.
thing? So it's not necessarily people have to comment on it, but it shows that people are paying attention.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because there are. I mean, I'm guilty at it too. Or I'll be on the internet and I may not comment on something or hit the like button, but I pay attention to it. I'll look
Yeah.
at it. You know, but I just, you know, in this day and age, man, I think it's just a lot of self competition with a lot of people, and I think
It
people
is,
need
bro.
to just
It
get
is,
over that no shit and just be like, look, man. Do your own shit. If it works, it works. Don't hate on the next person.
Yeah,
if
so
it
everybody thinks
does.
we're fucking devil worshippers and shit.
Oh, that wasn't what all those candles were inside.
I get that shit like, oh, devil worshippers, whatever. And,
I thought
you
I was
know,
walking
this
into
and
like a
that.
paranormal activity type of thing. I was like, what's this big old circle on the wall?
See my daughter did text and messaging.
Yeah.
Once we tell her hi.
I believe in God. You know what I mean? I don't believe in religion. I don't believe in all.
Yeah.
I don't believe like people. I get shit because you're open on Sundays. You should be in church. Whatever. Hey, bro. God put us on here for a reason. You know, God put us on here to do a mission to complete something. If He wanted us to sit there and worship Him all day, then He would never put us on this earth. We'd be up there in heaven worshiping. But nah, you know, we're out here.
It's funny.
We got to do.
It's funny that you brought that up because I remember a couple months ago there was in the Trade Center. There's these groups that walk by. I don't know if it's like from a church from around the way.
I know who you. I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
So I remember one day it was a group of young kids, whatever, probably like in their early 20s, and they're walking by the shop, and I hear one of them say like, "Oh man, his shirt say Crooked Christ on them," right? So I go, "No, it says Crooked Christie." So I said, so they walked back and they started looking, they really started to read it, and they're like, "Oh, okay, whatever." So one of the guy goes, he goes, "Man, he goes, do you like believe in God?" And I said, "Yeah, I believe in God. Like I'm good with God. You know what I mean? Like I may not go to church every day or anything like that." I said, "But I'm good with God." I said, "I'm Catholic. You know what I mean? I've done all that stuff when I was a kid, whatever." And so the dude, like we having this conversation or whatever, and at the end of the conversation, they ended up like, "Hey man, could we pray for you?" It was like 2-3 guys and like 2 girls. Where I was like, "Yeah, whatever, I'm tripping, right?" So
Start shaking.
So let's just start getting red, right? No, like so, like you know, I put my head down. We all prayed or whatever, and then it was funny because I got home that night and I sat on the computer and I was like, you know what? I'm going to introduce something to where I know a lot of people are going to trip out. And that's when I introduced the Body of Christ shirt. And it's a part of our Crooked Christie Fellowship stuff about introducing certain things for those that follow, you know what I mean? And that like now you can wear Crooked Christie because this stuff is related to that type of stuff. Because there's a lot of people, again, in the city that don't even realize that Corpus Christi means body of Christ. You know what I mean? So when this shirt came out, like last or during Buck Days, half of it sold out like this.
Yeah.
Because people were like, holy shit, you know what I mean?
He's religious.
Yeah. At first I thought, I was like, man, I'm probably gonna fucking like people are gonna feel offended.
Yeah.
It was a total opposite.
If I
bro.
buy this,
Like,
I'm going to heaven.
well, on the front it says all are welcome to
Yeah.
be fun to go with that. But no, it was just something to where, again, because a lot of people don't know, like I run Crooked Christie as if it's a real city. So every shirt that's designed, if it's not something comical, then it's something that just represents, like we have the airport shirt, we have the currency shirt, we have, you know, the ones that kind of favor like Stranger Things and everything like that. But it was just because of that, man. I wanted to introduce something to where people, like if you go to church solely and that's what you walk with, hey, we got something for you too. You know what I mean? It's just to hit every notion, you know?
Yeah. I don't got nothing against anybody that's religious or go to church. It's you know what I mean? Why
do you want to beat everybody up?
I just think it's funny, man. I just think it's funny. I like just I don't know.
Just have a real conversation.
It's just like,
why
hey,
do you
man,
want to beat everybody up?
I don't want to beat nobody up, man. I just want to do what I do.
Bro, one of these days, all these restaurants are gonna get together like the Power Rangers. They're gonna fuck you up.
I hope so. I hope so.
They gonna show up and they gonna fuck you.
Where's the third Zilla?
Yeah. Where's the guy that spray paints?
Bring him first.
Yeah. He comes in his little overalls.
Yeah. I was gonna say, bro,
you look like Wreck-It Ralph with those overalls, man.
Carhartt, dog. I'm my 80s baby. I was gonna say,
Me
bro.
too, I'm 85.
What God damn it. I forgot.
No,
Never mind. Forget it.
No, keep going.
No. I forgot. I completely forgot. Fucking high as shit.
Fucking stay off the drugs, bro.
No, I was gonna say you're a better man than me for having those people pray. If somebody was like, "Hey, can we pray with you?" I'd have been like, "Fuck no!" Get the fuck out of here.
You know what it is. You know what it is though. It's because, it like things like that. I take it to heart because growing up, my grandmother that lived on West Point, she was like that. She was very, I wouldn't say like religious, but she like before we could leave the house, she had to pray over us. Like we couldn't leave, you know, our grandma's house, me or my cousin David or my aunt or anything like. We could never leave. Like before we left, she would call you over and she would pray over you. So, however people look at that type of stuff, whether somebody's just walking the fine line with God or they're like, you know, in and out of it or whatever it is, I never look at it like, oh yeah, you can't do that. I just look at it.
Yeah, no, I would never.
That person is there for a reason.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? So I look at it. Everything's a blessing. I think all of us have a blessing. You know what I mean? I just don't. I keep politics and religion away from my business in a sense. I keep it off, you know. But on my personal stuff, I do say there's certain things that I see where people want to quickly run to religion. Yeah. Something happens, they want to run to God, and it's like, bro. In my mind,
should have been there the whole time.
Yeah, it's like, but in my mind, the way I look at it is like, God is not gonna help me until He can see what I could do for myself before He says, you know what, now I got you. That's the way I look at it. Something's gonna happen to me. I'm just gonna like, oh man, please God help me. Like, no, I don't do stuff.
My wife said ain't nobody gonna do shit.
You see?
Yeah, she knows.
Yes. Shout out to her.
For real.
Yeah, no, man, it is what it is, man. It is what it is, you know.
Yeah,
life's a trip, short, fast.
I just want to plug in that Vago's on the south side across from HEB.
Yeah.
If you guys want the address, make sure to shut up. I'm just saying. If you want to know the address, just send me some money at the end of the show. I'll let you know that they're in Flower Bluff.
It's gonna be badass when we do open door. Like I said,
I think y'all gonna do great in Flower Bluff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flower Bluff.
Yeah.
No, we were this close to going to Flower Bluff, man. Like for real, for real.
Really? Oh, shit.
Damn it.
The owner from the 818 bar reached out when me and my wife went to go look at it. I was like, man, it's a nice place. I was like, fuck. I was like, I don't want to be in the Bluff though. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be over here.
Growing, bro.
Maybe another one? Hey, maybe another one?
Nah, we're talking about
Franchise?
franchising. Dude, I've tried it. It's fucking hard, bro.
No. How many people are you gonna find that is willing to break hands and shit talk people
But those are my people already, man.
Yeah,
That's
right.
why,
That's true. Yeah.
Like I said, man, I always deal with the same people and I always get shit for like, man, you hired that dude again. Man, I'd rather hire the devil I know. You know what I mean? I'd rather hire the devil I know. You know what I mean? Because new people come in and, hey, dude, one guy that I hired, man, I don't want to put it all out there, but I fucking choked the motherfucker. I had to choke the motherfucker out. You know what I mean? Because the motherfucker got stupid. No,
It's my fault. It's my
It
fault.
was
I mean,
Gabe.
it's my fault. Blame it on me. It's all right. Ponzo, what's the deal? Ponzo,
Oh,
shout out
shit. We already
Ponzo.
passed the hour, fool. Chinga.
Yeah, is that what we got? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, one.
Does y'all need money to pay for that there?
Hey.
I got $1.
Shit, I got to go eat tacos, fool.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Tacos.
All right. Anything else you want to say before we end this? We'll continue this another time.
Again, make sure to send money to my cash app, and I'll let you know that they're going to the island.
The island.
They'll be on White Cat.
Waterfront.
This dude wanted to
Waterfront.
he wanted to be an island boy, so yeah.
Oh, this dude! You have this guy walking around your whole establishment with no shoes on.
I know it's the
Yeah.
Captain
Yeah.
Caveman,
Nah,
dog.
he's trying to
Captain
catch an
Caveman.
insurance claim. That's all it is. Look, see, look, he's trying to catch an insurance
My
claim.
bad, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, Rene Ramos is back.
Hey, but it's me, dog. It's me, dog.
Yeah.
It's me.
He's trying to catch a cold fungus. is what
It's
it
me, Thurzilla.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and end this. I gotta go pick up my tacos.
Chinga.
Freaking hungry.
Eat a Thurzilla.
Still out.
I know what camera y'all.
All right, I'll be posting real soon of what we're gonna be at, so y'all see.
Your host, El Vago, owner, operator of El Vago Burger Barbecue, located at 4701 Banana Drive, Motown, Texas, Molina neighborhood.
Welcome to the Volo Podcast, home of the black sheep.